Hey guys, what's up? Shadowland's back for another video. Today, I just wanted to show you guys some stuff that in the Pokemon game that I've been playing. I told you guys I would be trying to do this relatively soon, so I thought I would show you guys some pretty interesting stuff. At least I love playing Pokemon, so I find this interesting to myself. I'm doing this live, so hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong. No, I don't actually have a bunch of level 1 Pokemon in my party. I have been doing some breeding recently, and I just started. The way I've been doing it is I have a Macargo in my party, and I've been using that with Magma Armor to help hatch the eggs quicker. I am going for shinies. This game, if you guys don't know, Pokemon Reborn has a very, very high shiny capture rate. It also has a very high shiny breed rate. So I have a Pokemon box here. This is the team I've been training up top here, and everything else in here is something that I've been trying to breed, either for IVs or for very, very high shiny catch rate. I really like to have a shiny one of these guys, so that's what I've been going for. Shiny Beedrill looks kind of cool. Numble, all these different ones that I've been trying to go for, and I also plan to have a full EV team. These guys down here are ones that I have been lucky enough to get. So this one was a shiny Ralts with a relatively good IV setup. If you look on the side there where it says attack 25, defense 16, so on, those right-hand side numbers, those are the IVs, and it has a very high special attack. And the speed is good, but I can actually change the nature in this game. It allows you to change the nature of Pokemon. And then I've also been going after a couple of others that just have incredibly high IVs that I at least am very happy about, and I kind of want to go train. So that's what I've been doing, at least here. I've been doing a lot of breeding, trying to get shinies and very high IV Pokemon. I've also just captured a bunch of just random shinies that I've come across. I named this one here's Johnny because reasons. And I was also doing some EV training for a while, and I just kept running into shiny Rattata all over the place. So I happened to pick up a bunch of these while I was at it. So that's what I've been doing. I caught a bunch of other stuff as well, so just stuff's been going on in the game. It's fun. If you guys haven't played Pokemon Reborn, it's a lot of fun. It's a very dark, kind of disturbing game, like a Stephen King book, and I really, really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. This is the daycare right here, and yeah, so that's more or less what's been going on. I've been trying to get a shiny Vulpix because shiny Ninetales in this game looks fucking amazing. So I figured that would be really, really cool. If I ever manage to get one, I will certainly show you guys. It looks white and kind of ghostly. It's really neat. I like the way that it looks, so I figured that's the one I would go for first. And the ones that I'm planning on doing afterwards are the ones I have in my party. Lunatone, Solrock, Aron. And although I had this guy early in the game and he was very, very effective, he's not so great late game, despite the fact that he has amazing IVs, especially for special attack and defense, and regular defense, which he really needs, because that's kind of what he does. He's a staller, hence why I taught him Light Screen and Charge Beam, where the idea is I can use Charge Beam to get his special attack up very high, and Light Screen plus the Light Clay that you guys can see that he has attached down there in the bottom left should increase Light Screen to go for 7 turns, I do believe, and then I can use Shadow Ball and Psychic as just ordinary moves to fight off anything else. So that was the thinking there. The female version, on the other hand, is the offensive one, and the male version is the staller and the one that usually has most of the support moves. So that's what I really wanted to go with. I've just been training a bunch of other ones that I've been looking for. This Rufflet right here, I finally got a really nice roll on for the IVs. I figured since special defense isn't that big of a deal and it rolled a perfect IV on it anyway, it didn't hurt that it had a low nature on it, especially since the physical attack is what's more important. I have a beneficial nature, and its IV is 21, and then the 31 HP IV is always very nice as well. Having the high defense is nice, since the primary thing that it's weak to are ice and electric attacks, so I'm not too worried about having to have a high defense IV. It just sort of ended up that way. And then special attack is completely useless, and I'm not super worried about speed, especially since sheer force is going to allow me to hit like a truck anyway, as long as I get one shot in. That's all I should really need. Anyway, that being said, that's more or less what I've been doing in this game. I do want to show you guys the other area that I've been working in. So that's just this area of the game. The other one is actually quite far away. I'm going to hop on my bike, and I'm going to let it load. This thing actually has really... The one downside is this particular area of the game inside the city has very, very bad loading times. I'm not actually... I'm kind of stuck in place right now while it loads the area. There we go. Looks like we can move again. But if you head up north here, so this is actually at the end of Chapter 15. I have currently completed everything that there is to do in the game right now. I'm going to leave the city up here. If you guys are actually playing this game or you're interested in playing this game, I would suggest maybe stopping the video now because you're about to see some massive spoilers. But, yeah, that's your fair warning right there. So I just kind of teleported across this massive, like, 10 football field long lane. And normally, this area right here would lead you into the main area of Chapter 16. However, the developer is saying that, oh, since normally for Chapter 15, you're actually restricted to the area you now see me in, this circus-looking area, and some areas west of here, you're actually restricted to this area, and you can't go back to that area that I'm in if you play this vanilla. However, because the creator of the game says, oh, it's going to be a few months before we get the next game out, we're going to make you a teleport so you can go straight back to the other area. Hence why when I walk into here, it takes me back to the area that you guys just saw me in earlier. And what I've been doing is this guy right here, this clown right here, you can fight over and over, and when you win, you get a shard. You guys are probably familiar with the shards from the ordinary Pokemon games. Yellow, red, blue, purple, all those fancy shards. You get those by beating this guy. He also gives quite the nice payout. By default, I believe he gives $3,250 if you beat him. He has quite high-level Pokemon, making him fantastic for three things. First of all, in this game, you need to know that shards are another form of currency, and they are especially used at this fair right here. In fact, ironically, they have a little bit of a monopoly because everyone else is trapped here. We aren't because we're superhuman and we have the power of the developer on our side. This guy needs to stop talking to me, like right now. He has a crazy long dialogue. I don't like him. You can buy shards, but they're fairly expensive. They're not really worth it that much. And on top of that, they sell for only 50 bucks, so they're kind of a ripoff. You don't want to buy them there, but you can beat this guy over and over. It's good for leveling because his Pokemon are fairly high level, but they're not so high level that you can't just wipe his team every time with a level 70 or higher team. They give good experience, you get shards, and that's kind of basically currency. And on top of that, you get quite the hefty sum of regular money just for beating him. Hence, why I was able to do this and just save up an ungodly amount of money. In this game, that's actually a lot of money. Most Pokemon games, that's a pretty fairly average amount. But this game, money is fairly scarce, although things are fairly cheap. This is kind of meant to deter you. This guy over here is meant to deter you from actually buying them with those high prices. Granted, you could if you wanted. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff behind this game that I think is really fun. The storyline is fantastic. If you guys are looking for a really good, I would say rated M Pokemon game, there's, I wouldn't say it's like blood and gore, but the themes that follow this game are not things I would even let my kids play if I ever, you know, get around to that. But I would never let kids play this game for one. It's just, it's like playing a Stephen King novel. Let's put it that way. There's some, questionable stuff in here. But anyway, it is a lot of fun. It's a really well-made, in-depth game, and it's still under development, which means we're likely to see updates for quite a while. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe even thought about giving this game a shot. It's totally free. It's called Pokemon Reborn. If you want to go support the developer, they have a PayPal link in that website if you go look that up, and I will leave a link to the website in the description of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Shadowlance, out.